Public international air law governs the use of airspace and international air travel. It provides a framework for safe and orderly aviation. This body of law addresses issues like aircraft nationality, airspace sovereignty, and traffic rights. International air law impacts airlines, passengers, and governments. It ensures a stable and predictable global aviation system. The need for international air law arose with the advent of powered flight. Early aircraft lacked the range to fly long distances. Technological advancements changed this. After World War I, countries began to establish agreements for international air travel. These agreements formed the basis of public international air law. This area of law continues evolving, reflecting advancements in technology and shifting geopolitical landscapes. Several key conventions form the backbone of public international air law. The Chicago Convention of 1944 is paramount. This convention established the International Civil Aviation Organization, or ICAO. The ICAO develops international air navigation standards and practices. The Warsaw Convention, signed in 1929, addressed liability for international carriage of passengers and cargo. It established a system of liability for airlines in case of accidents. The Montreal Convention, which modernized the Warsaw Convention, expanded liability coverage and introduced stricter requirements for air carriers. The Tokyo Convention of 1963 deals with offenses committed on board aircraft. It grants states jurisdiction over offenses committed on aircraft registered in their territory. The Cape Town Convention of 2001 aims to standardize transactions involving aircraft and aircraft engines. This convention provides greater security for lenders and facilitates financing in the aviation industry. Several core principles underpin public international air law. One fundamental principle is the sovereignty of airspace. Each state has complete and exclusive sovereignty over the airspace above its territory. This means that states have the right to control aircraft entering and leaving their airspace. Another key principle is the freedom of the air. The Chicago Convention grants states certain freedoms of the air, such as the right to fly over the territory of another state without landing. These freedoms facilitate international air travel and commerce. Safety and security regulations are also paramount in public international air law. The ICAO sets international standards for aircraft safety, air traffic control, and aviation security. States are responsible for implementing these standards within their own jurisdictions. Environmental protection is another important area of concern. Aviation contributes to greenhouse gas emissions and noise pollution. The ICAO develops standards and recommended practices to mitigate the environmental impact of aviation. Public international air law faces new challenges. One challenge is the regulation of unmanned aerial vehicles, commonly known as drones. Drones raise concerns about safety, privacy, and security. Another challenge is cybersecurity. Modern aircraft rely heavily on digital systems, making them vulnerable to cyber attacks. There is a pressing need for international cooperation to address cybersecurity risks in aviation. Airspace conflicts also pose a challenge. These conflicts often arise from disputes over territorial claims or the interpretation of aviation regulations. Resolving these conflicts through diplomacy and adherence to international law is crucial to maintaining order in the skies. Public international air law plays a vital role in ensuring safe, secure, and sustainable air transport globally. As technology advances and the aviation landscape evolves, international cooperation will remain essential to address these challenges and promote the continued growth of international aviation.